Hello, everyone, and welcome to Virtual Group Fitness. My name is Avni, and I'll be your instructor tonight. Tonight's class is going to be a yin restorative yoga class. So, what that means is that we're going to be doing a lot of grounding postures on our mat tonight, focusing on that breath to help bring that mindfulness to our mind and to give our bodies a nice rest. And to help us do that tonight, I have with me one blanket, and you can use a blanket or a towel. And I'll guide us through when we're going to use those throughout our practice tonight, just to give us a little bit more support to help us relax and come back to center. All right. And a few announcements before we get started in tonight's class. Number one, make sure you have enough space around you so you don't hit anything or anyone. This shouldn't be a problem in our class tonight, mostly because we'll be staying on our mat. But just in case, just make sure you have enough space for that mat. And secondly, but most importantly, guys, listen to your body. Throughout class, I'll be saying things such as going to that first edge or just going 25% into the stretch. We just want to allow our bodies to relax in our postures. We don't want to push ourselves too hard. Just want to go easy and have some patience. And last but not least, if your video is having some connection trouble, if you registered online, you can go back to that registration link that was sent to you, or this class will be posted on our YouTube channel so you can go check it out afterwards. All right, and with all that being said, let's get started tonight in child's pose. So for child's pose, we're slowly going to come onto hands and knees. And just gently place your palms underneath your shoulders, resting your elbows, and then bring your knees onto the ground right below your hips. Fantastic. And then this is when we have two options to use that blanket or that towel. Our first option is we can place that blanket right above our calves, right where our knees make that 90-degree angle. And then we can separate our knees about hip width distance, which is almost about like 2 fist length. And then bring those big toes to touch behind you and slowly bring your hips back towards your heels and crawl those fingertips nice out and long, resting your forehead on the mat, feeling that length all the way from your tailbone to your fingertips. Fantastic. And our second option here to give our chest a bit more support in this posture is we can take that blanket and we can fold it one more time just to give it a bit more height. Place it in between our knees just a little bit, come onto all fours, then slowly bring those hips back towards our heels and resting our chest on that blanket. Rest your forehead into the earth and walk your palms out nice and long in front of us. And we can come into whichever variation feels most comfortable for us. And the blanket's just an option. If you don't have one, that's perfectly fine. Just allowing our bodies to rest and feel supported in our practice tonight. Focusing on that breath, just focusing on that natural inhale and exhale. In through our nose and out through our nose. And I invite you to rest those forearms gently onto the earth, creating more space between our ears and our shoulders. Bringing that attention to our breath. Is our breath a bit shallow and fast? Or are we slowly inhaling in through our nose and feeling ourselves become heavier and supported by the earth with each exhale? Feeling the tops of our feet gently resting above the earth. Our knees carrying a bit more weight, sinking heavy into the mat. Our elbows, our forearms, and fingertips just gently resting on the mat here. And just feeling each vertebrae lengthen and feeling supported by that prop if we're using it. Slowly with one inhale, notice how the low belly presses against the upper and inner thighs. And as we exhale, notice how that air escapes through our nose, releasing ourselves back down with our breath. We're first going to come into our first breathing exercise of class tonight, 4, 7, 8. And so don't worry, I'll walk you through every step of the way. First, we're going to exhale any air that we have out through our nose. And then we're going to inhale for 4, pause that breath for 7 seconds, and then exhale, releasing that air for 8 out through our nose. All right. So when you're ready, just exhale out any air that you have out through your mouth or through your nose, setting ourselves up for this breath. And then exhale just a little bit more, getting rid of any air that you have. And then slowly, with control, we're going to inhale in through our nose for 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause that breath for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then slowly release that air out through our nose for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then just slowly take a note to yourself and notice how you feel after that breath. 4, 7, 8 is great for grounding ourselves, allowing ourselves to let go, to be present and sturdy in our practice, mentally and physically. It brings us back to the present, to center ourselves and really root ourselves into our practice. Slowly inhale in through the nose and walk those fingertips to the top right corner of our mat. Feeling that stretch on the left side of our body, really lengthening out through our spine. Feeling that length all the way from our tailbone to the top of our fingertips. And then slowly on that next exhale, crawl those fingertips back to the center. And then slowly inhale, crawl those fingertips up towards the center and walk them up to the left corner. And feel that stretch and that engagement on the right side of our body, stretching our lats, our arms, and our obliques. Excellent job, guys. And then slowly exhale those palms back to the center. And then take a deep, slow inhale in through your nose, feeling that low belly press against the upper and inner thighs. Feeling the chest and the lungs expand. And then slowly exhale, release that air out through our mouth or out through our nose. Just letting go and allowing ourselves to be present in our practice tonight. Present on our mat, letting go of any tension from our day. And just being present here and now. And then slowly, when you're ready, on that next inhale, slowly bring yourself up to a seated position. And we can place that blanket right on the floor and bring ourselves to sit on top of it. We have 2 options for class tonight. Our first option is we can sit in staff pose and have both of our legs extended long in front of us, keeping those hips on that mat for a nice support to elevate the hips above the knee to give that hip joint a bit more space. And then remove that fluff from beneath us so our sit bones root nice into the earth. This is option number 1. Option number 2 is we can come into easy seat or sukhasana, better known as crisscross applesauce, and just loosely cross your legs. And then once again, remove that fluff from beneath us and feel your sit bones root into the earth. And then imagine that your spine is a nice sturdy tree trunk. And inhale your arms, which would be the branches, all the way up towards the sky. And then reach up towards the sun. And then feeling that length and that strong sturdiness, interlace your fingertips and flip your palms up. And then reach up and over to the right. Feeling nice and supported from that length in our spine. If I came over and I pushed you, you would not be able to move. You are so sturdy, so rooted into the ground, and slowly bring yourself back up to center. Deep inhale in through our nose, breathing into our low belly, and then slowly exhale out to the left, maintaining that length in that spine. And just exhale and let go. And then slowly inhale back up to center. Reach, 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 reach. And then slowly with that exhale, still reaching out, bringing our arms to a T. Reach, 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 reach. And then slowly bring your fingertips into the mat. We can walk those left fingertips out a little bit more. And then slowly tilt your head to the right. Feeling that engagement up through our fingertips, all the way through our arm to our neck, all the way throughout that straight line. And then slowly bring yourself back to center and crawl those right fingertips out just a bit more, gently tilting our head to the left until we feel that stretch all the way throughout our arm and our neck, maintaining that length in our spine. And then slowly bring yourself back to center. Inhale those palms up one more time. Inhale, bring those palms together, interlace our fingertips, and then slowly flip your palms up one more time. Inhale, reach up towards the sun, and then slowly exhale one more time to the right. And slowly inhale back up to center. And then exhale to the left. Noticing if we got a bit further in our side stretch here than before. Noticing how the body's warming up and allowing ourselves to let go, and then slowly let go of those fingertips. Reach out to our sides. Reach towards both sides of the wall. And then slowly bring those fingertips down into the earth. And bring that right palm to that left knee. And then slowly walk those left fingertips out. Twisting to the left. Maintaining that length in that spine that we had when we were still reaching up towards the sky. And just slowly bringing ourselves into a gentle spinal twist here. Bringing out any tension, any stress. Just gently twisting here. If we feel that we've gone a bit too far in our spinal twist and we can't breathe as deep as we could before, slowly exhale out of this twist. Reset ourselves with an inhale. And then slowly exhale, coming back into that twist until we feel going to that first edge, only going 25%. Just allowing our body to rest here. We can close our eyes if we'd like. Still having those fingertips on the ground. Because if we have that length in our spine, we won't be able to place our entire palm on the ground. So we come onto those fingertips so we know that we have that nice long engagement of the vertebrae. Wonderful, guys. On the next exhale, slowly come out of that spinal twist. And then notice a difference on the right and left side of our body after this twist. And then just taking a note of that, slowly bring that left palm to that right knee and walk those right fingertips out behind you. And just notice if one side is a bit more tense than the other. And just coming to those fingertips and just going 25%. Not going too far to crack our back, but just going to where we feel that stretch. And if we feel if we've gone a bit too far, we can slowly exhale out of this twist. Reset with that inhale in through our nose. And then slowly exhale, coming back into that twisting towards the right. Rolling those shoulder blades down our back. Shining our chest just a bit. We can close our eyes if we'd like. And just focus on that breath. Just focus on that inhale coming in through our nose and then out through our nose. Maybe noticing the sound. A lot of people say it sounds like the ocean. And if we close our eyes, we can picture ourselves at the beach or the lake or just anywhere that makes us happy, brings us peace. And then slowly exhale out of this twist. We can take a baby twist to the other side if we'd like, and then another twist to the other side. Just noticing that difference on the right and left side, as they should be a bit more even now. And then if we are in easy seat, We can switch the cross of our legs, and we do this to create an equilibrium or a balance in our brain and in our mind, so that over time it'll start to feel a bit less weird, because we're so used to doing things one way with our body that if we switch it up a little bit and we try it on both sides, our brain creates more connections with our body, creates more of that unity. Awesome job, guys. And then if we're in staff pose, we can place our palms just above our knee, mostly on that low thigh. We don't want to place our palms on our kneecap, just in that sweet spot above and just above our kneecaps. And then if we are in easy seat, we can place our palms on our knees, just gently resting them there. Roll your shoulder blades down your back, shine that chest forward. Inhale in through our nose, and then slowly exhale, rounding our spine, bringing our chin to our chest, feeling each vertebrae from our tailbone to the top of our neck. Get a nice stretch here. And next inhale, slowly inhale, shine your chest forward, giving ourselves almost a mini back bend. And slowly exhale, rounding that spine, bringing that chin to our chest, almost creating a C shape with our spine. And then slowly inhale back to a neutral spine. Excellent job, guys. And then gently shake out your arms just a little bit. And then slowly bring yourself to a mermaid sit, coming off of that blanket. We can place that blanket right on our right side. And then slowly bring your right hip on top of that blanket and bring your right shin parallel with the top of your mat. And then slowly bring that back leg to a 90 degree as well, coming into that 90-90 stretch. So our front knee is making a 90 degree angle and our back knee is making a 90 degree angle. Wonderful. And then place both fingertips onto the earth. Inhale to shine that chest forward. And then slowly exhale our forearms onto the mat. And then if we'd like, we can rest our forehead on our palms, or we can just allow the neck to hang to give ourselves some rest. And then slowly deep inhale in through our nose. And slowly exhale out through our nose. Slowest exhale, just slowly let go. Relaxing our ankles, softening our knees, and then allowing the glutes to relax, feeling this stretch in the inner thigh. We tend to hold a lot of stress and a lot of tension in our legs, especially in our thighs, as our legs are there to support us throughout our day. And a lot of emotion gets pent up in the inner thigh and in the thighs. So hip openers are great for not only releasing the physical stress and tension that we put our bodies through, but also the emotional side as well. And in yin, we try to slow the practice down to help build that mind and body connection that can get lost throughout our day. As we are human beings and not human doings, we take this time to just allow ourselves just to be at peace, to be with ourselves, to focus on that breath. And slowly, once again, we're going to do that 4, 7, 8. So slowly exhale out any air that you have, either out through your nose or out through your mouth, and just let go. Allow yourself just to be. And then slowly inhale in through your nose for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold that breath for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then slowly just let go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome job, guys. And just notice how you feel. Feeling more relaxed, feeling more centered, supported. And then when you're ready on that next inhale, slowly bring yourself back up to your fingertips. Bring that back leg forward and just slowly rock yourself off of that blanket. And then bring that blanket onto the other side. And bring your left hip on top of that blanket. Bring your left shin parallel with the top of the mat. And then bring that right leg behind you. Bring that right knee to a 90-degree angle. And that left knee at a 90-degree angle. And slowly bring your fingertips to the top of the mat. Inhale, shine that chest forward. And then slowly exhale onto your forearms. Allowing the head to either rest into our palms or just allowing the neck to hang loose. And then slowly relax the ankles. Soften our knees. And just relax the glutes and the inner thighs, noticing a difference on the right or left side here. Allowing the shoulders to roll back, down our spine. Closing our eyes here. Allowing the eyebrows to relax, our forehead to soften. Allowing our smile muscles to relax. Enabling the top and bottom jaw to slowly depart from one another. Allowing the teeth to barely touch. And if we're having trouble focusing on our breath, or it's making us uncomfortable, I invite you to envision the breath. Maybe think of it as a light, and as we inhale, that light becomes brighter. And as we exhale, that light can begin to dim. Or maybe a shape and a size. As we inhale, that shape becomes larger. And as we exhale, that shape becomes smaller. Or maybe even a color. And as we inhale, that color becomes brighter. And as we exhale, that color begins to dim. If we can't quite center our mind, I invite you to think of a place that makes you happy. Maybe it's the beach, Disney World, your home, a trip that you went on, a trip that you hope to go on. And just take yourself there, to that memory, that idea. And just live there in your happy place for a little while. Allowing yourself to rest. Maybe you have people in your happy place. Some friends, family. And just focusing on that breath, coming in through your nose and out through your nose. And then slowly we're going to come into the 4, 7, 8. So slowly exhale out any air that you have, either out your nose or out your mouth. And then once we empty the lungs, we create space for a new inhale and a new beginning. Slowly inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. And then hold that breath for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then slowly exhale out through our nose for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job, guys. And then when we're ready on that next inhale, slowly bring yourself back up to your fingertips. Bring that back leg to meet the front leg. Roll off that blanket and just place it to the side so you can reach it. And then slowly bring your knees to your chest and then slowly rock back. One vertebrae at a time, just slowly coming onto your back. Hug your knees into your chest and then just slowly rock from side to side. This is a great way to massage our lower back, which can also hold a lot of tension, especially if we're sitting down a lot throughout our day. We notice that our posture hasn't been super great. Our back can start to hurt. And so just doing some tiny little baby back rolls can be great for giving that low back a massage. And then slowly open up your arms to a T. But if you don't have enough space, you can goal post your arms like a field goal. And then slowly bring those knees to the right and allow them to rest here, giving ourselves a supine spinal twist. And all that is we're just laying down, giving ourselves a nice little spinal twist. And just slowly inhale here, in through your nose and out through your nose, feeling yourself melt into the earth. One breath at a time. And then slowly bring those legs back up to center, those knees back into your chest, and then slowly allow the legs to fall to the opposite side. Awesome job, guys. Resting both shoulders into the mat, we can take our gaze the opposite direction of our knees. Slowly breathing in through our nose and out through our nose. Just feeling ourselves melt into the mat. Slowly resting here. And then slowly bring yourself back up onto your back. And then rest both feet into the earth. And then if we'd like, we can take that blanket or that towel that we folded and we can slowly bring our hips up towards the sky and then place that blanket or that towel right beneath the flat part of our low back, that sacrum. Gently rest here, still placing those feet onto the earth. Allow your arms to come by your side and just allow that tailbone or that low back to feel supported by that towel or that blanket, alleviating some of that pressure off of our back. Allow yourself to sink heavy here. Slowly exhale out any air that you possibly have, allowing the lungs for that inhale or that new beginning, letting go of the past, creating room for the present and the future. Slowly inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then slowly exhale, release that air, let go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome job, guys. Slowly inhale just up a little bit, removing that blanket from beneath us, and then bringing ourselves back into the earth. And then slowly, if we're comfortable here, we are more than welcome to stay here for our final posture tonight. But if not, we can slowly lengthen our legs. Then rest those arms into the mat. If we'd like, we can place that towel beneath our knees, like underneath our knees, allowing our legs to rest here. Just giving ourselves a bit more support, and then slowly lower yourself back down. We can place both palms into the earth, or we can rest them on our low belly, on our diaphragm, and feel that inhale and exhale in through our nose and out through our nose. Or we can place one hand on our chest and one hand on our heart, one hand on our low belly and one hand on our heart. Or you can keep one palm on our low belly and bring one beneath our head, giving the back of our head a bit more support. And then slowly release any air and just let go. Let go of the past with that exhale. Let go of what's not serving you, what's not making you a better you. And just let it go. Creating room for that new opportunity, that new beginning. Slowly inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on to that opportunity for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly release yourself from the past for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wonderful job, guys. Always just let go. We can't hold on to everything. We have to allow space for that new beginning, these new opportunities that will come our way. If we ever feel stuck, we can always just focus on that breath to help us think, to help us come back to ourselves, so that we can be present with ourselves, so that we can be present with others around us. And then when you're ready, you can slowly roll on to one side. Lengthening your arm, bringing your head on top of that lengthened arm for a little bit of support, bringing that pressure off of our heart. And then slowly inhale yourself very slowly up to a seated position like we did in the beginning of class tonight. Slowly inhale your palms up towards the center. Reach up towards the sky. Bring those fingertips to touch. And then slowly exhale your palms to your mind for mindful thinking, to your mouth for mindful speech, and to your heart center for mindful intention. Thank you so much, guys, for coming to 8 p.m. yoga. My name was Avni, and I hope to see you all Thursday. Namaste.